Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to basketball action. The new Trier Trevians and the Niles North Vikings finishing off their regular season Central Suburban South Conference play. As originally scheduled, this game had something of a playoff implication, but now it means absolutely nothing, as the new Trier Trevians have won the conference with the victory over Evanston. And Niles North is going to finish third, no matter what happens in this game. Out of bounds, last touch by the Trevians. So the Trevians will play Maine West for the Central Suburban League Championship at 3. Start things off for the Vikings. Both teams will be hosting regionals this year. New Trier Regional, the schools in it: Elk Grove, Wheeling, Prospect, Glenbrook North, and New Trier. Out of bounds, Trevians inbound, and Griff Ryan with the deuce. Right back the other way. To the side, back up top, and the corner, going for another three. No. Griff Ryan with the rebound. Conahan to Ryan. Cross court, going for the three. No. In the face of Spencer Bain, trying for that three. Looked like that might have been traveling. Up top for the three. Niles North had trouble shooting it. New Trier ended up winning that game on a last-second shot from Kieran Brayboy. And the backdoor deuce by Griff Ryan. Tried the baseline and deflected and taken down by Kieran Brayboy. Up ahead now, and no on the Kirkpatrick three. Quickly back, and a three the other way. Kirkpatrick to Ryan, back to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick across the timeline. In for Brayboy, and no. There's a foul beforehand. Griff Ryan off the side of the backboard. Coming back, and the attempted slam-a-jam was stopped, but now a foul after the play. Up top. And the Vikings set to play. To the side, going for the three, no. And brought down by Bain. Conahan. And up and no. Put back, no. Didn't quite work. And the long outlet pass. And then to the hoop, no. That was blocked by Brayboy. Conahan and tried for a pass to Bain, and that didn't work, into the paint. And a missed pass, and Conahan picks it up. First quarter. Cross court. And swishery for three by Griff Ryan. Well, we'll follow the Trevians here on the network as far as they go. And timeout taken on the 3. Niles North leads by 3. Brayboy, Kirkpatrick in for Silverstein just into the game, and he got fouled. This is the first. Sam Silverstein. Sam's usually a pretty good free throw shooter. And gets the second with friendly bounce on the rim. Vikings with it. Up top, and again going for the 3, yeah. Got a hot hand from the outside tonight. Vikings with the lead. Trevians with the basketball. Brayboy. And the pass broken up, then broken up again. Picked up by Conahan and out of bounds. Last touch by Niles North. In for Brayboy. Trying to strong arm his way up and in. Did. Couldn't strong arm it in for the basket though. Coming back the other way. Up and no, and an offensive foul. Charging, or now they call it player control. Kirkpatrick. I guess it's more than charging. It's why they've changed it to player control. You can strong arm, use your forearm to block the player. Up and in for the deuce. Conahan. Up top. Into the paint and the double dribble. And Matt Samuelson checks in, as does Spencer Bain. Silverstein back to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick across the timeline. Kirkpatrick in for Bain. Back to Kirkpatrick. Griff Ryan. Spencer Bain. And I think he got away with happy feet, up and in on the deuce. To the side. And a little two-shot. As the teams exchange baskets. Kirkpatrick. And player control foul. Niles North with the basketball. Winding down the first quarter here. On the side. Back up top. Pulled out. And going for the 3. Nope. Rimmed it. Samuelson, gave it to Kirkpatrick. All year long, I've had problems between those two. In for Griff Ryan, kick back out, going for the 3. Yes, Matt Samuelson with the 3. Swishery for 3. Up high. And holding it for the last shot would be my guess. We're at that point in the first quarter here. Far side. And the shot, no. Put back, no. And we are done with the quarter. Trevians down by a couple. We'll be back with more here on the network. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to teenage drinking. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Well, I misspoke. The Trevians and Niles North are tied at 15 as we start the second quarter here. Up top on the rotation and off a leg. Trevians pick it up. Conahan. Brian Conahan across the timeline. And the pass misconnections for Brayboy. Brayboy with the block. Bain with the rebound. And Conahan. No, but he got fouled. And misses the first. Both these teams actually played Friday night, Saturday, and now here again in real time on Monday. And in fact, Niles North played in the game right before New Trier up in Racine, Wisconsin. Here's the shot and the three. Swishery for three. And to be honest with you, Niles North looked pretty bad up in Racine, but they're looking a lot better here tonight. Silverstein in up short by Kiran. Now back the other way up and in. If you let Niles North do their run and gun, they're tough. Silverstein in the corner. In for Spencer Bame and drives the baseline, puts it up. Near side. Niles North with the basketball. And again, an outside three. No. Brayboy with the rebound. Trevians have size on Niles North. And traveling. Kirkpatrick checks back in for the Trevians. Vikings with the ball. Back top. The sectional for New Trier is Swishery for three. The sectional seed here. It's a very tough sectional. This is described as either the toughest or the second toughest in the state of Illinois. Coming back the other way. Look for the alley-oop. Got it. And the Trevians down by 8 here. Kirkpatrick. Literally, this year, even the regional is no piece of cake, no easy walk. Up and in by Kirkpatrick here on the deuce. Lost the handle, last touch by the Trevians, inbounded up and in for the deuce. Counted and the foul. And nope, on the three-point play, Silverstein with the rebound. Andrew Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick. Outside for the three. Swishery for three by Spencer Bame. The shot, no. Trevian's got the rebound. Conahan. Silverstein in and off of Bain, or make that Brayboy. And the foul. Kirkpatrick with the inbound on the far side. In for Spencer, gave it back to Kirkpatrick. And yes, for the deuce. At least Niles North finally got rid of those sodium vapor lights. Been a number of years now since they did that. They and Glenbrook, the Glenbrooks were the last that I remember that had them. The swishery for three. Another three ball from outside. Ryan got the inbound pass, gave it back to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick drives the paint and off the fingertips, out of bounds, possession retained by the Trevians. Inbounded, intended for Brayboy, and Brayboy couldn't hold off the defender and get the shot. Try for the tip in and got it back the other way. Kirkpatrick brings it across the timeline. Kirkpatrick gave it off to Silverstein in the corner. And the pass intercepted, up and in, counted, in the foul. And a chance at the three-point play. And he makes it. Kirkpatrick inbounds it. Ryan gave it back to Kirkpatrick. Andrew Kirkpatrick has come alive as a point guard for the Trevians this year. Ref Ryan. In for Brayboy, and he gets fouled. But it was on the floor, I guess. And swishery for three for Kirkpatrick. Up ahead. In the corner, going for the three. No. And Bain to Ryan. Cross court to Kirkpatrick. And the foul. And we're in the bonus. Kirkpatrick gets a one-hand. And makes the first. And got them both. Inbound it. And the Vikings, as we said, this game kind of meaningless because well, they could meet again in the sectional semifinal. Would be where if they both win their regionals, the sectional semifinal would be New Trier Niles North. Off the fingertips, out of bounds, last touch by the Trevians on the steal attempt. And the deuce, up and in. Kirkpatrick. Yeah, had a little trouble with it. Conahan. And Spencer Bain. And the foul, and Spencer Bain goes to the line. Got the first. missed the second. Niles North with the basketball up top. As we wind down the first half here. To the corner, back up top. And nice steal by Silverstein. Backdoor up. No, I think the Trevians, certainly Bain thought he got fouled. Niles North gets the ball back. Out top, going for the long three, no. And we're done with the first half. We'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. You're watching the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Play smart, play hard, practice harder. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Trevians down by 7 as we start the third quarter here. Kirkpatrick in tight for Brayboy and had his pocket picked. Coming back the other way and knocked out of bounds. Possession retained by Niles North. Up top. Vikings with it. And downtown three, yep. Inbounded by Ryan, who gave it to Kirkpatrick. Up top, Brayboy. And Brayboy kind of ran out of time. Niles North with the basketball, the Vikings. I didn't realize that Niles North is approximately the same age as New Trier West. The first graduating class, about the same. I didn't realize that. The 50 years. I mean, I go back to remembering also that at that time there were 3 high schools in the Niles Township. Now there's only 2, North and West. Old Niles East. Switchery for 3 from the corner. Got a hand to Kirkpatrick. Niles East Trojans. If you've seen the movie Risky Business, some of the outside scenes were shot at Niles East. Timeout taken by the Trevians. They're down by 11. Vikings with it. Up top. Cross court. Back out high, going for the 3. Yep. Switchery for 3. Griff Ryan back to Conahan, who gave it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick stops, keeps it to the corner. Griff Ryan for the 3. Switchery for 3 for Griff Ryan. Up top. And go for the back door in the deuce. Kirkpatrick. Griff Ryan. Back Kirkpatrick going for the three. And I think got a little bit of a hand on it. But Trevian's out of bounds. And I think they made a mistake. I think it's actually New Trier basketball. Yes, it's New Trier basketball. Inbounded. Little jumper for the deuce by Conahan, I believe. Up top. Into the paint. Conahan. And then he had his pocket pick. Up and in for the deuce. And Griff Ryan goes for the three, no. Bain. And yes. No, they're, well, okay, yes, they count it, and the three-point play. The way he did it, the way he signaled that, I thought it was a foul on the floor before the shot. Instead, it's a three-point play. Niles North with the basketball. They're playing this one kind of fast because it's such a meaningless game. Nope. For Patrick Silverstein. Bain, and Bain got fouled. And Spencer misses the first. And missed the second as well. There's something going on here tonight I don't really like, and that is taunting of the New Trier team and fans by the Niles North parents. And that's pretty awful sportsmanship. It's a high school game. Little run and gun and the deuce. Screaming at the fans across the gym. And the deuce by Conahan. Up top. Niles North. What's also, I mentioned the fact that these teams could meet again in the sectional, and that would be on a neutral court at Main East. But the advantage would go to Niles North because the former coach, there's a foul underneath and a couple of players return. Matt Mosier into the game, along with Samuelson and Brayboy back into the game. Conahan, Samuelson, Silverstein, Mosier. Gave it to Samuelson. Conahan. And a player control foul. Conahan takes a breather. To the far side. Into the paint. Kick back out. On the side. Back up top. Back over to the far side, going for the three from the downtown, no. Brayboy with the rebound. Kirkpatrick up and in for Andrew Kirkpatrick. Drives the court. Into the paint, kick back out, going for the three. Yep. And Trevians haven't been able to break the big lead. Mosier. Kirkpatrick. On the side. Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Samuelson for the three. No. Niles North with the basketball. Kick back out. To the far side. And nice little inside passing, but Trevians didn't do a very good job of protecting. And the three shot didn't quite work. Trevians down by 13 as we go to the fourth quarter. We'll be back with more. The North Shore Sports Center. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. At dusk, dawn, or night, make sure you turn on your lights. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And we start the fourth quarter. Niles North with the basketball. And a big lead. And lost the handle, picked up by Kirkpatrick. Puts it up and in and counted, and the foul on the block. And the three-point play. Niles North with the basketball. Whoa, thrown away. Trevians get it back. Mosier inbounds it to Griff Ryan. Griff Ryan. Give it to Mosier. Mosier. And he lost the handle. And coming back on the run and gun to scoop up and in. Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick. Gave it off to Samuelson and the foul. And Spencer Bain checks back in. Kirkpatrick in for Brayboy. And he got fouled. And Caron gets the first of two. I think Caron had 20 points the first time these two teams met, so that's why they've been real tight on Caron. On the offensive end, stolen by Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick up and in for the deuce. In the corner, and a timeout taken by Niles North. They were in trouble. The inbound. Vikings. Back door and lost the handle. Still managed to get it up, no. And the foul. And with favorable bounce on the rim, gets the first. And gets the second. Patrick. And lost the handle. Conahan did. Possession retained by the Trevians, though. In for Caron. Rotation to the far side. Back up top. Ryan. Kirkpatrick. Spencer Bain. And goes for the three, and it was short. Come on back. The shot short. And right into the hands of Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick gave it to Griff Ryan. And turn around, and the jump shot by Kieran Brayboy, good for the deuce. Niles North with the basketball. Up and no. Try again, no. And finally off the fingertips and in. Conahan gave it back to Kirkpatrick. Brings it across the timeline. Kirkpatrick up top. Rotation to Conahan to Griff Ryan. Griff Ryan goes for the three, no. And the foul. Going for the rebound. Come on back and kick, but Niles North will keep possession. Off a foot, really. It wasn't a kick. Out top. And a foul. Niles North with the basketball. Baseline, back out high. Rotation by the Vikings. And out of bounds. Deflected away by the Trevians. Across the timeline. Underneath and wide open, and the deuce. Kirkpatrick up ahead. Reverse up and in by Brian Conahan. Fourth quarter action. Last game of the conference play for both these teams. Niles North now will play Glenbrook North for their final game of the season. And the Trevians will play for the league championship against Maine West as their final game. And the foul. Gets the first. Spencer Bain checks back in. Gets the second. Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick stops, and nope. Wide left. Vikings with the basketball. To the side. Try for the run and gun, and then dished it off, and whoops. They called a foul. I didn't see it, but then again, I wasn't really watching it. Missed it. On the front end of the one hand. Silverstein. And had his pocket picked. Silverstein gets it back. Intended for Bain. And offensive foul on Spencer in his desire to drive to the basket. To the side. And pulled back out. Corner back. Scooped up, no, heavy. Bain Conahan. Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes for a downtown three and hits it. Switchery for three. Trevians down by 9, though. A lot of time left. Whoa. Stolen. And the foul. And Matt Mosier to the line. Misses the first. Gets the second. Niles North. Inbounds. Far side. Back up top. Inside. And nearly stolen. Inbounded again, wide open on the back door. Kirkpatrick, there's been a couple of those tonight. Kirkpatrick tried to strong arm it up, no. And foul, and Kirkpatrick goes to the line. Andrew gets 2. Rolls it and rolled it out. Got the second one. And the foul on the one hand. Getting late enough in the game, though. Got the first bat, first of the 2. Noah Osher checks in. Got the second. Inbounded. Kirkpatrick. And he had a little trouble with it. Osher. Kirkpatrick. Kick to Osher. Osher goes for the 3. No, wide right. And foul on the Trevians. As they pushed him out of bounds. Gets the first. And Kieran Brayboy checks back in for the Trevs. Got the second. Kirkpatrick. Puts it up, no. Niles North with the basketball. And the foul. Missed the first. As we're into the double bonus now. Got the second. Kirkpatrick. Drives the baseline up, and yes. Despite a little interference there. Up top. And the foul, and gets the first of the free throws. Got the second. On the side, Silverstein, nope. I think he expected the foul. Try again. No. Up ahead. And Niles North will pull it back out. The foul. And gets the first of the free throws. And the Trevians with the wholesale substitution here. Protegna, Kevin Conahan, and Josh Willens in. As the Trevians going to concede this one. Only the fourth loss of the season. And it's going to end a 12-game win streak that the Trevians have had. And it is not going to go to lucky 13. Osher. Noah Osher kicks it off. Protegna for the three. Yes. Swishery for three for Protegna. And again the foul. Missed the first. And Andrew Kost back in. Or comes in for the Trevs. And substitutions on both sides of the ball. Osher dishes it off, Protegna, and the shot wide. The put back by Willens now. And Conahan. He expected the foul. They said no. And that's just about going to do it. And the Trevians end a 12-game winning streak with the loss here tonight to Niles North. And like we said, a meaningless game anyway. They'll go on to play for the league championship against Maine West. And that'll do it for us for this game. Hoping you enjoyed the broadcast. Trevians lose by 13, so if you're going to lose and your winning streak, might as well do it in style. That'll do it for us for here. Hoping you enjoyed the broadcast. Stick around for more sports action on the network. And we say, as always, thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.